Hi, some of you may or may not know me from Composition 2. I'm going to assume most of you do. I'm making this video as a reflection of my experience in Composition 2 at UCF. I'll talk about the goals I had for the course and how they related to the mandatory goals for the class. First off, let me give you a bit of background about myself. I'm 19, from Canada, the youngest of 3 boys, both of my proud parents, Hazel and Armando Flores. I would consider myself an easygoing person, and my life revolves around tennis, family, and my faith. These are the 3 core pieces in my life. My hobbies are reading, being outdoorsy, and video games. Yes, video games, of course. Moving on. English class has always been a struggle for me. It is not because I am bad at it, it is because I had a traumatic experience with this class. Well, it's a long story, so I'm not going to go into it, but I wrote a book. My mom thought it was garbage. She threw it out. I hate writing ever since then. Since then, I viewed all my English classes as a necessity, and I do not enjoy writing. I do not enjoy learning about English. To be honest, I could care less. This brings us to my goal I set for this course. I had only one goal, and that was to pass this class. My claim is my hatred toward writing has no relevance to me passing this course. So far, I'm on track to succeed in my goal, which makes me happy. Once I pass this class, that will be the last of writing useless essays that will not benefit me in any way in real life. Course goals were to be able to create a thesis and have the abilities to analyze evidence in positive and negative ways, to strengthen our papers, to learn about discourse communities, and learn about rhetorical situations in writing and in life. These abilities I seem to have as I produce good papers in this course so far. I hope that when I'm finished with this class, I'll no longer be required to use the Writing About Writing book or talk about rhetoric and rhetorical situations. Understanding discourse communities was quite simple for me. In my previous composition courses, we had thoroughly discussed what is a discourse community, and most things related, such as intertextuality, which in simplified terms is the intertwining of text and writing, to build something new from something already existing, such as Star Trek and Star Wars. They built from each other, and together they created these beautiful universes that are entirely separate but follow the same basic concept of space travel and space odyssey. In this short course, I had to choose a discourse community and research it and study it. I chose IGN, a large entertainment discourse community. The next step towards achieving my goal was to pass this course, was putting aside my hatred for writing, was to be able to formulate a good thesis for my discourse community. I went through a tough process to come up with a good thesis/claim. At first, I came up with video games produce violence, but through each of the assigned task papers, I started to get a better idea of what I really wanted to write about. Finally, in my task 4 paper, I developed a solid thesis. The forms of genres in the IGN community create a special learning environment found exclusively in this community. It wasn't easy having to write as much as I had, but in the end, it paid off. Last but not least, the course goal I saw as the most challenging was understanding rhetorical situations. To understand rhetoric, I had to read many excerpts from the Writing About Writing book. This book I dislike so much, but it is useful. Rhetorical situations happen in everyday life, and also within discourse communities and their communication. Rhetoric can depend on a number of things, but what I personally think is most important is the genres used. Multimodal communication is important because it is the use of different types of videos and communication devices in order to get a point across. And I think this is a very good example of what is best used when writing an essay. What you want is to have a good, solid essay that has different layers and different ways that they communicate with the audience, because the audience is who you're trying to deliver the message to. It is through these course goals and learning experiences that I have been able to pass this class hopefully and evolve as a writer. I most definitely do not enjoy writing still, but I view it as a necessity, and I have gained a little bit more of an appreciation for how much writing is a part of my life, and a life skills hopefully that I can use it in the future. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.